Hey, it's just me, and I thought I'd come to you with. I used to come to you all the time with some different tech tools. Don't want to overwhelm you with too many, so I kind of stopped and I started thinking about other things to do and ways to get the same information out. But this one's really cool, and I got to just show it to you. I listen to a whole bunch of podcasts, and this has been mentioned on two or three different podcasts by presenters, and they got very excited about it. So I thought I'd check it out, and now I'm very excited about it because you got to check this out. It's called InsertLearning. And what InsertLearning is it's a Chrome extension, and when you install it, you'll get this little thing up here. And you're like, well, that's fun. But if you read it, it says insert instructional content on any web page. So how this works, it's cool, is you have to sign into it and you call yourself, you say you're a teacher and it gives you a free account and all this kind of stuff. It is a freemium thing. So what that means is you get to make five of these web pages free. And then after you're done with five, you have to pay. And it's a pretty reasonable though, because you can get for $40 for a year, you can get unlimited of these. So I could see this being used a lot in different classes. It just depends on who you are and how you use the internet. But it's a really, it seems very powerful. And for $40 for an entire year, it doesn't seem too terrible. And so what it gets you is when you get to a web page, this is about the SpaceX rocket that landed in the ocean and survived, and they're going to go get it, is you click on Insert Learning because you want to insert learning here. Because I saw this great word here called retrothrust. Okay, so I want to highlight the word retrothrust. It's still loading. It'll give you a green check mark when it's done. Sometimes it takes a while, and I'm probably going to take a while for me because of what's going on. So apparently I highlighted all this before. I'm going to delete it all, and I'm going to delete this all. But what I can do, oops, I can delete this too. What I can do is this. I can say, okay, I want to highlight retrothrust landing. And it's going to highlight it. Oops. Highlight retrothrust. There we go. It highlights it. If I want to make it more, I can do that. When kids get the opportunity to do it and they click on it, they get this plus sign. So they could leave comments if they want to. Very social in nature. If I want to ask them a question about that highlighted, I can click on this question mark, go to the paragraph where I want the question below, and click and say, what do you think retro thrust means? And I can make it worth, I'm going to make it worth 1 point because I just want them to do something. Now you're like, points? So can you grade this? Oh, yes. So how this works then is you click create. Okay. Then what happens is you go further on and you can say, well, I want them to be able to see this. So I make a sticky note and I want it below this. And if you read here, it says type or paste any image or anything you want, YouTube links, embed. And there's also a camera, so you could leave your own take on this if you wanted to, like I am doing now to the webcam, but I can't do two webcam things. So I could do that, but I'm going to do a YouTube video. So I found my YouTube video that shows what goes on when it's retro thrusting, and I click share and I copy the link and then I paste it in. I tried to do the link up here and it did not work. So you have to paste the link from the share and you go share it. So now what it's going to do is bring in the YouTube video that I just found, and then I can say, this is an example. So just like a post-it, here's my video, a digital post-it, here's my video, look at it. Pretty cool. And then if you want to, you could play it. So they now have what you're talking about with a video to extend their learning further if they want to, and then they can keep reading. And then if you want, you can add multiple questions. You only have the free response, but if you wanted to make it multiple choice, you could just write the question and then put A, B, C, D, E, and then their answer would just be a letter. They could pick from your question. So you can use multiple, you can kind of hack their short answer and make it multiple choice. If you want to make a discussion about this whole thing that they're doing, you can say, okay, make a discussion question. All I did was I clicked that, went to there and clicked, and I'm going to make my discussion. I accidentally made two now because I clicked it again. Now my discussion question is, what do you think about this expense for the company? Is it a good thing? And then what you can do is you click create. So now it's a discussion question. Cool part about this is it has all my classes. So I can say, I want to show it to all of them, or I just wanted to show it to one. So you could get a whole class discussion going on this website. They will come up when they see it and click post. They do have to have the InsertLearning extension, but that can easily be pushed out, or you can share the link on Classroom and get it to them. So then you're like, well, what do you do with this? Like, you have it. How do you get it to kids? Well, if you're using Classroom, you click on this button here and it says share in Google Classroom. So you click it, and there's a whole bunch of things the first time to allow it. And you can see all my stuff. So now I'm going to put it in Tech Tuesday because I've done it 3 times before. And it says an embedding page at InsertLearning says InsertLearning needs to import a class. And you say, yeah, go ahead, import that class. And you say share to that class. After you do that the first time, these classes will always show up. So now what it's doing is it's sharing it to Classroom. So you can see that because if I go to my class, my Tech Tuesday class, which is everybody, we now have the InsertLearning thing, and 69 people have to do it. When they click on it, if they have this InsertLearning, they will see, not that, they will see this. Okay, really cool. They'll be able to respond and everything. And so now when the kids have it, they say they're a student, and they will respond. When you're done, here's the cool part about this is you can assign to students, you can share with teachers, and you can get other ways of doing it. Like you can go to InsertLearning, but if you go to dashboard, it signs you in, and here's the things I've made. Here's who I've assigned it to. There's public ones that you could go to science or whatever. If you want to grade it, they have great resources too that you can look up and find things on how to do certain things like PDF. You click on this. Now, this is where I can't do this because it will start to show students' names, but you would click on which class you want. And once I show a class, it's going to show all those kids and if they've done it or not. And then there will be a button that says score. And you can go through and see their answers and score their question answers. So you can automatically score it there. So it's all collated and put in one place for you to score. So you don't have to constantly figure stuff out. That's why I thought I'd show it to you. I thought the dashboard, along with the stuff you can do, is really, really cool. I'll put a link in the email. I'm sorry this is a long one, but I'll put a link in the email to go check it out of where to get it. It's good stuff. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or you want to use it for the first time and you want some help, I'm here. So just give me a call. And if you're not in the district, just give me an email. I'll help you even through email. Okay, so, or you're in a different building and you see this on YouTube because I'm just going to make it public. That's it. I think it's a really cool tool. There's all sorts of other stuff you can do, but I'll just click stop, and everybody have a nice day. See ya.